All right, so Destiny Phoenix Rayne is joining me right now. Um, and you sent me a link about 15, 20 minutes ago. You wanted me to promote, and it's about your son. And since you're on the air right now, why don't you go ahead and talk about it?
Um, my son, about 2 months ago, he was sent to T.C. Thompson's Hospital in Chattanooga, Tennessee, with a blood sugar over 800. They were very surprised that he was not in a coma or passed away. They diagnosed him with type 1 diabetes, and he is currently taking 4 to 5 shots a day that I'm having to give him. He needs a insulin pump, and they said that at least by November he will have to have an insulin pump because his pancreas will completely shut down. And that page, Team Josh, it's to help me promote where he needs an insulin pump, and plus he's also we're trying to raise money for his insulin pump and for other children with type 1 diabetes that can't get like their insulin or things that they need, and we're trying to help out with that.
Oh my goodness, that is absolutely devastating for a child that young. And my thoughts and prayers go out to you and your child. That has to
And so
be.
he has lupus as well, and it's really hard to get his sugar or limited where it needs to be. So it's been a road.
Uh, well, to all the listeners out there, whether it's here on the chat room, whether it's through the TuneIn app, um, do what you can. Go to Team Josh on Facebook, like the fan page, and you can learn more on Josh's condition and what you can do to help, whether it's through spreading the word or just helping out money wise. And it's definitely a must read. It's definitely something to be mindful, keep in mind, take care of your body and eat healthy. We all have one life to live, and it's important for all of us to make the most of it the best that we can. It's definitely an eye opener, that's for sure. So, um, you being a wrestler, I mean, you dealt with adversity, obviously, but obviously with your child and his condition, that's the biggest adversity you have to deal with. And from a performer's standpoint, how do you manage to deal with that adversity? You're going out there, you're wrestling, while your child is battling this situation.
Well, see, during the years I have done some shows for TC Thompson's. I have done benefits for kids and for adults and different people, and I look at it as when I go out there and perform, my son sees me achieving my goals, achieving what I've always wanted to do, because I've come across some pretty big milestones myself. I'm actually a cancer survivor and different things, and he sees that I haven't given up, and he shoots for that every day. He fights with it, and he knows that if he continues, then, he's not going to let this one little thing set him back, and that's what I want to teach my children.
That is some great input. I guess you look at Josh as your motivation, um, to get through, not just get through your wrestling career, but get through your life in general. And and I give you a lot of credit, not just as a wrestler, but as a mom. It's just that's heartbreaking to hear that that Josh is going through it, and and as a mom, you doing all you can, and I respect you for that. I respect anyone that's for all the mothers out there, and the fathers as well, that help out their kids, and that's a struggle, and for you to just to hold your head up high and still be able to perform through the um, adversity. That says not just you as a wrestler, as a performer, but as a mom as well.
Yeah, I am a single mom of two. Um, we did go have my youngest son checked, and thank God he came back negative for diabetes, for type 1 diabetes, but they're still testing him twice a year for it because my son does have it. My oldest son has it, so they're testing my youngest son for it twice a year. But God gets me through every day. Like I said, I'm a cancer survivor. My son sees me. I don't give up, and he sure ain't going to give up. He's a fighter.
Well, Destiny, I can say that you have become an inspiration not just to your peers. I feel like you become an inspiration to me because you have overcome so much and you're still doing what you love to do. And that, do you feel like you are a role model? I mean, sometimes wrestlers and entertainers, they may not think of it as a big deal, but there are children that watch entertainers, whether it's on TV or social media, whatever the case may be. Do you look at yourself as a role model? I mean, not just to your kids,
Um,
but to everyone else.
I actually had somebody name their daughter after me, and that was very inspirational. And I look as it to my children I am, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like no hero or anything. I just feel like I'm, doing my job, what I was put here for.
Wow, that was interesting. Are we saying like name it as in your first name, Destiny?
Yeah, it's Destiny. Yeah, she named her daughter Destiny.
Wow, I mean, that's incredible for anyone to have someone named after you. That's saying something. Um, so, Destiny, as we go further with the interview, exactly how did your wrestling career got started? Like, how did it all came about for you?
Um, well, I watched wrestling growing up with my mother and my brother and my sister, and I always idoled Mae Young. Not just because who she is, but because she came across a lot. She never, how do I explain? She never was fearless. She never feared anything. She always went straight forward to do it, and she had the heart, and she never said no. And she was like my big inspiration. And so when I was 17, I decided I was going to check out one of the local indie wrestling companies, and so I did. And I really just enjoyed it. So I talked to the promoter on how can I get trained, and he explained everything to me. Had my mom sign a parental sheet and everything, and from there I had my first match on February 10th of 2001. So I've just been doing it since.
That being said, how do you feel being able to wrestle for so long? I mean, did you even think that you was gonna wrestle, for over a decade?
No, I didn't expect it to go as far as I have went. I mean, I've not made it TNA, but I don't want to make it TNA or WWE or anything like that because I like my indie shows. But I never expected to be wrestling over 10 years. I've trained actually a couple of people, and I've actually got one girl fixing to train. And for me to be able to show these other people what I have learned and what I've took in, it's just an inspiration. It touches me.
So, what would you consider as the highlight of your wrestling career? The one thing that made you, that stands out the most.
I would have to say the one thing that stands out the most is a memorial show that we have done for my mother 2 years ago when she passed away. My mother was at every match of mine. I mean, she never missed one match in 10 years, I'm sorry. And she passed away 2012, and there was a huge memorial show for her. and for me to be able to go out there and just put everything, my heart and soul into it, and knowing that she was proud of me, that's all it took.
So if you, Destiny, can have a dream match, it could be with any wrestler, whether it's indies or the pros. What would your dream match be? Who would your opponent be?
Um, if I could wrestle anybody, it would be Mickey James. I I love her working style, and I love the way that she just puts 100% into it, and that would be my dream opponent.
Hey, I like the sound of that too. Mickey James is about to become a mom, from my
Yeah, I
understanding.
know.
So,
I've been following it.
congrats to Mickey on motherhood. I mean, some wrestlers becoming moms as of late over the last year or two. Trish is a mom. Um, of course, Mickey is a mom. I mean, who knows who's gonna be the next person to be a mom? I mean, it's just so overwhelming. And I guess for that to happen after their careers, it just means that they can move on to the next chapter into their lives, into motherhood. So, it's all good. And for more info on Josh, you can go to a website at GoFundMe.com. That's GoFundMe.com, and just click, or better yet, search for Joshua, and it will give you all the details on Josh's story and what you can do to help. And from my understanding, I'm reading this page in front of me. There's no deadline for this. It's just ongoing. Um,
Right.
so, so go to GoFundMe.com for more details. I will post the link on the YouTube description as well, so people can go to it and check it out. Um, Destiny, for people that wants to keep in touch with your up and coming shows, etc. Why don't you go ahead and promote your social media links?
Okay. Well, I'm on Facebook.com. It's Destiny Phoenix Rayne. On Facebook.com. I also have Google. I'm on Google.com. Um, but I have a fan page, which is also Destiny Phoenix Rayne. But it has my upcoming matches. Like I'm booked from now until the end of August. Like July 4th, I'm at RCW in Texas, Georgia. Um, July 11th is CPW. That's actually going to be an open challenge for anybody for my Bombshell Championship. That's in Cannon, Georgia. And then I have Mothers Against Drunk Driving Bash at BWA July 18th at Alexander High School. Doors open at 6, but the bell time 7 o'clock. There'll be Teddy Long, DDP, Jake Snake Roberts, and Rock and Roll Express there signing autographs. And I'm booked for BWA all of August. So, but my fan page is Destiny Phoenix Rayne at Facebook.com.
All right, well, everybody go check out the Facebook fan page. Check out the Team Josh Facebook fan page, and please do what you can to spread the word on this GoFundMe campaign. Even if you can't afford it, just spread the word. Post it on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, any links that you can, and just help Josh and his condition. With Destiny, I've been doing this show for about over 3 years, and I've been fortunate to interview wrestlers from the indies to the pros. But I gotta say, interviewing you this evening on July 3rd, 2014, will go down as one of the most inspirational I've ever done, and I'm honored to chat with you, and you've overcome so much, and Josh has overcome so much, and just if you can, just tell Josh that I'm praying for him, and just keep fighting. And again, thank you for your time. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you so much. That really meant a lot. Thank you for having me.
You have a good night, Destiny.
You too.
All right, bye bye.
You too. Bye.